Alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Give me just a second, people. I'm realizing that if I'm going to do a preamble like this, it's probably best for me to, probably best for me to delay the recording until I'm ready. Can I play this? Am I allowed to play this? Okay, I'm actually gonna try. I don't know if that picks up the stream. I hope it doesn't. But I'm gonna try open this in a different browser, and we'll see if that is any better. So give me just a second. I have to turn this down because it's so loud. I hope is that it doesn't cause my stream to stutter. My audio, I mean. Looks like it still does. Alright. Not any better, I'll just leave it in Chrome then. It's fine. Bit annoying, but is what it is. It's like some issue with my audio drivers, I think. Just causes my PC to stutter a bit. I don't see anything about licensing on this. Oh yeah, okay, I did literally find it. Yeah, it said don't use it, use this one instead. Okay, that's fine, we'll leave it on this. Alright, lovely. Alright. Welcome everyone back to yet another Game Dev Daily. We are on Game Dev Daily number 11. It is January the 16th. My plan for today is I want to start working on the lightning spell and see if we can get that kind of going a bit. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Could do some more like tidying and stuff, but honestly I kind of feel like that I just don't really get much done if I just sit around and polishing the same stuff over and over again. Especially because I'll like look at something and I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to fix that. I'll do that later. And then I just never get around to doing it. So we're going to try and avoid that. We're going to actually just, write something new. So that is the plan for this stream. Okay, and I've got a little diagram over here with the thundercloud here, which I'm going to point an arrow to even though you can very clearly see it. But yeah, that's what we're trying to build this session, is the idea. Okay, so we do already have an actual particle system to work with. Now, I think I am going to want to work on this a bit. I think I'm going to want the cloud to like spawn in a bit slower. And I probably, you know what, let's just do it right now actually. So I kind of want a bit of a delay. No, not a delay. I want like, there's gotta be like a speed over lifetime, I'm pretty sure. Velocity over lifetime. So I want this to be on. And I'm wondering if there's because I don't want it to be linear. Speed modifier, curve. Actually, yeah, curve's what I want, right? So how do I modify the curve is the next question. I don't know how this works. Okay, I'm gonna stop I want to stop the little lightning effects. So we're only looking at this. Okay. Now the question is, can I figure out how to use this? Constant 1. My computer is really struggling with the audio. When I click it, it turns between gray and red, but I don't think it's doing anything. Let me pull this out into its own window and see if I can mess around with it. Doesn't look that useful. Like, what is this doing? Speed modifier, and I have it set to curve. And how do I adjust the curve? That's what I want to know. Also, how do I... This inspector was like here, right? Yeah, okay. Let me take a look at this. Particle system speed, or increase speed over time is what I want. But the thing is that I want it to follow like a log, in the sense that I kind of want it to plateau. Where are we? How can I change the speed of my particles during lifetime? No. Velocity over lifetime module. Doesn't really seem like what I'm looking for. Is this Unity? Doesn't look like it. This is, though. Okay, speed modifier. Can I look at the speed modifiers at all? Like, what does clicking this and having it turn red even do? As far as I can tell, this does literal nothing. I'm so confused. Speed modifier curve. Particle system, speed modifier curve. What do you actually do? Oh my god, my PC is really struggling. Tabs, see if it does anything. It's kind of hit or miss, but it only really happens when I'm streaming too. I wish I knew why. Might be because I'm also recording as well. Definitely annoying, but hey, what you gonna do? My PC just like full on stutters. Oh, okay. Particle system speed modifier curve. What is this? Velocity over lifetime and curves. Does this use when I'm looking at it at all? Okay. Is there a thing for curves somewhere? Add component curve? No. Particle? No. How did this guy open the curves up? Where did we do that? Oh, it's down here. Oh, I have it like closed. Ah, okay, I see. We've got it. Restart. Is this like over time or what? If I do this, it should just not... How does this curve work? Hello? Yeah, I can see the curve now. Velocity over lifetime. And then they give you some like presets as well. I think it's velocity over lifetime of the particles. It's kind of impossible to tell. Okay, so I think I don't actually want a curve here. This is not what because this is velocity of the particles. Whereas I want to actually have it that the emission, it's probably emission over lifetime is what I want. Force, rotation, because there is emission here. Rate over time. Ah, found it. So restart. Yeah, okay. That's something what I'm looking for. And then the issue is I don't want it to loop. Or like, I want it to hold indefinitely once it's started. How do I give it like, how do I make it that it doesn't have a set lifetime? Can I do that? Lifetime. Start lifetime is set to 0.1. How does that work? Ooh. Duration, that's what I want, sorry. So I can set the duration to like 30 seconds. The issue is... I can't set the duration of the particle system to be indefinite, which is a little annoying. I could have like a ramping particle system and then it swaps into a different one. That's another option. I think that's a little annoying, but it might be what I have to go with. Okay, so let's try that then. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the, where was the curve? The emission curve. So we're gonna remove this curve. So if I click restart, wait, hold on. I just want it to be flat. Okay, so I'm gonna have this be a constant 2000 emission. And then the duration was 5. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The duration can be like 2 for all I care. I'll leave it at 5, that's fine. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy paste this. So I'm gonna, I guess I should name these then. Cloud, and then this is gonna be cloud intro, or cloud start. Okay, and now the idea is, we're gonna stop this. I'm gonna go to cloud start, I'm gonna stop this as well. I'll also stop this. As soon as I click on it, it starts it. That's really annoying. Okay. Anyway, let's figure this out. So what I want to do is I want to have a start delay of, let's say, like, how long do we want it to take it to ramp up? Like maybe 3 seconds. And this delay is going to be like how long you have to wait before you can actually fire the and I can do something like this for the Thorn as well, honestly, but we'll leave it for the cloud right now. Is 3 seconds too long of a channel time? It's kind of long. But maybe it's... I'll set it to 2 for now. We'll set it to 2 and we can change it later if we want. So I'll restart. And we'll see that there's nothing. And then it 2 seconds, it starts going at full blast, and this is set to looping. Now what we're going to do, we're going to stop this. We're going to go back to the cloud. Oh, wait, no, what am I talking about? This is the one that I want to be on a delay. So I want this to be on a 2 seconds delay, and I want this to loop. I don't know what pre-warm does. What is this? When played, a pre-warmed system will be in a state as if it had... Oh, okay, I see. Makes sense. Oh, in that case, I do want to pre-warm the other one. Oh, I will pre-warm it then, right? But then there's no delay on it. Okay, that's fine. We'll just delay it then. So this is going to have a delay of 2 seconds. Now, basically, all this means is we have 2 seconds for this cloud to ramp up. So I'm going to not have this loop. And we're going to set the duration of this to 2 seconds. It has no delay. And we're going to give it an emission that is on a curve. Now, we want this... we can try using this to start and give it a look. 2 seconds really not that long. I kind of want it to be even lower, honestly. Like something, maybe something more like this. Okay, I'm gonna bump it. I changed my mind. I want it to be 3 seconds. Duration 3. Yes. Play. Okay, I think the issue is that I'm starting at 0, where the start really needs to be... like, maybe, like, 0.2. I think this is the actual problem with it, where it takes too long for it to even start. And then this can be something like here, maybe. Play again. Maybe I shouldn't even be going to 2000. Like, we go to, like, 0.8. I can do something like this. That looks okay. Maybe I do want it to start from 0. I kind of changed my mind. Then I think I want it to stay like way lower, actually. I think this is the issue, which is that I want it to be way lower for way longer. But then it looks like it kind of comes out of nowhere because it's 0 for the whole time, actually. Can I have this not curve? Yeah. Okay, I figured it out. Something like this, maybe. And then this one I can bring up and all. Okay, I'm like actually learning how to use this. Okay, I think I'm liking this as a ramp up. And it's gonna look really good when we also implement the lightning into it as well. So basically, if we play both of these in conjunction with each other, you get the ramp up, and then it's replaced by the actual thing. So I can play both of them. And then what we're gonna do is on top of this, we're gonna give this a start delay of 3 as well. And I feel like are these actually seconds? They kind of don't feel like seconds, I'll be honest. How come only one of them has the ball? It's like only, maybe they all do and I'm just crazy. Okay, lightning, and I want this to have a closer render distance. Renderer, where's the layer? Order in layer 1. Okay, better, I think. This needs to be 3. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Click on all of them. Alright, I think that looks decent. I'm not gonna lie. So this is the start of it. Spins up. It really, my PC does not like it. The music playing. I think that looks pretty good. Kind of surprised that's a 3-second delay. Given that I'm pretty sure we only put a 2-second delay on the Thorn and it feels like it's way longer. Maybe not though. No, I bet I'm gonna like try this in the game and it'll be like, holy shit, 3 seconds is forever. Okay, I like that like rev up though. So we only use this particle system, which you can't see because it's covered by this one. We only use this particle system for the first 3 seconds, and then once it's done, we swap to this one, which is not playing for some reason. Yeah, this one. And this one just plays indefinitely. So the thundercloud will instantiate. If I restart it, it'll instantiate. This is the warm-up, and then the other 2 kick in at 3 seconds, and the first one cuts. Okay, I like that. I like that. So now let's like actually try turning it into a spell, huh? Now the problem with this spell is going to be figuring out when we can place it above us. And what do we do if there's platform above us, or ceiling, I should say. Like, how should that work? I think for right now, we're going to do the incredible tactic of just not caring about it. Like, who cares if there's something above us? And then we'll figure it out later. So let's pull up the code, shall we? I wish my PC just didn't freak out so much when I was playing music and streaming. Need to get a new computer at some point, honestly, but I'm probably a ways off that. This is just not the best for streaming, given the driver issues. I'm not a big Lenovo fan, but that is what we're rocking at the moment. I need at some point, I should watch back one of my VODs with the music, just to see if the stutters are getting picked up. Because if they are, it's probably better for me to just use no music at that point. I'm sure it's not super pleasant to listen to. Okay, so we've got the spell class up. We're gonna go into... Well, actually, I guess the first thing we should do is probably, like, make a thing for it. Guess what? I've actually finally updated my, Visual Studio, so it has the, L3. It lets me actually make new classes. It doesn't freak out. Now, something that I want to look at, right? How is this class set up? It's a class that inherits mono behavior. And also there's a thing you can do now as well, where your namespaces are... I guess this isn't even using a namespace. Probably should be, but you can declare namespaces above the classes now, rather than have the classes be within the namespace. Anyway. Mono behavior is what we're going to be referencing using Unity Engine. That's good. We're going to delete all this stuff until we need it. I think I'll leave the system in, but the rest I'll just leave out for the time being. Okay. So the base Unity class, which I actually think I could have generated that instead. I mean, the main thing we want is we want the fixed update, we want the start class. And I guess that's about it. Oh, we kind of, you know what, we'll copy some of this stuff over. I do want to set some of it. Oh, this is not the spell class. It's the projectile. Where's the thorn? Here it is. Okay. So we're going to override the start. Now, this actually doesn't want to use we want to use spell. And then it'll tell us that, yeah, we have to override stuff. Protected, override, void, execute, yada yada. Oh, okay. Interesting autocorrect. Pick up brackets. Okay, we got there eventually. Oh, I have to make this public, I guess. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay, we don't need the thorn, but we do want a thundercloud. I guess that's what we'll call it, lightning cloud. Actually, what is it called in Unity in the editor? In here, the prefab's called... Give it a second, it's just loading. It's called thundercloud, not lightning cloud. Okay. Thundercloud. Projectiles. Thundercloud. I think it's in projectiles. Should double check that. It is indeed. Okay. That's fine. Alright, Thundercloud is equal to this. If I back over to the Thorn script, we're going to definitely... We don't need the count. Actually, we are going to need a count anyway. But the main thing we want is the channeling ball. And I guess we'll copy these as well. What's the difference between Thorn and Thorn Inst? Where do we use Thorn, I guess is the question. Oh, Thorn is the actual resource and Thorn Inst is the instantiated version of it. Okay. So we're gonna have Thundercloud. I'm gonna have Thundercloud Inst. Channeling is fine, count's fine. We'll use the... Yeah, we're gonna use the fixed update. Protected, override, void, fixed update, yep. Not gonna use the base for that, not that there's anything in the base. I actually don't even know if you have to declare the fixed update in the spell class. Like, we have them here, but I think because this inherits from mono behavior, that these might just be in mono behavior. Although, to be fair, we're not overriding them, so maybe not. I mean, considering there's nothing in them, I had them set as virtuals. But it's kind of not needed. You could just declare them at the base level without overriding them. If I wanted to do anything that was universal to all spells and like have them not be virtual, it'd be useful, I guess. Okay, anyway, protected, override, void, fixed update. So we are gonna do some stuff. Well, I guess we're gonna sort out the cast first. We're also gonna add in the cast override, which is a private override. Void cast. I guess it wasn't private. I should have looked at what it was. Wait, not this. Protected? No, it was public, I guess. I mean, I should just go look. The cast. Public virtual void. Yeah, okay. So, public virtual void. Wait, why does this not work? No suitable method found to override. Isn't it just this? Oh, I need to specify the key code. Why is this public? I guess it is supposed to be. Okay, no mind, ignore me. Then execute is surely meant to be private then, right? This should probably not be public. But okay, whatever, I'll leave it for now. Okay, so let's look at the Thorns cast, and we'll probably copy a bunch of the stuff that's in here. In fact, I am just going to copy this for now. Check that we're grounded, spell key equals key, and then cast it. Okay, there's going to be no delay on the Thundercloud. Wait, no, that's not true. I definitely want a delay, right? Doesn't this have a delay? Channeling, mana cost, channeled. No, I don't want a delay, never mind. Okay, I see now that I'm handling the delay on these spells a bit different from like the delay on the jump spell. Like jump does have a delay value, even though it's channeled. Because in the other, like in Thorn, I'm handling the delay in the fixed update counting. How I handle it. And then I cast it afterwards. Like this is where I handle the cast, whereas with the jump spell, I'm handling it as part of the base class, which is what we were looking at last week, where we do all this crap. And then we execute it. I mean... yeah, it's probably... they should probably be consistent. I think if I'm going to do the delay in the count, with the count in the fixed update, I should do that for the jump spell as well. But I can change that at another time. Anyway, let's look at this. Base cast.key execute. Now, the execute for the Thorn does do some stuff here. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a bit distracted. All right. We can take this for starters. Okay. Public override void execute. Count is equal to 0. Do I need to do this? Yeah, I guess I should be setting the count back to 0. Okay, now I want to instantiate a Thundercloud. Thundercloud inst is equal to instantiate Thundercloud. Instantiate. The position is going to be above us. So it's going to be our X position. I guess I'll have it spawn in front of us as well, like the Thorn does. Maybe a bit further in front. So the plays position X plus their hitbox. So the center and then one hitbox to the left, which is probably fine. I should say to the right in this case because we're facing right. Now the Y position, I want to be quite a bit above us. So I want this to be our player's Y position plus Y times like 3 maybe. And I do the same thing down here, times 3. I'm going to remove this divide by 2. And we'll copy this. And the first thing we should be able to do is just spawn clouds in. So this is the first thing we're going to try and test. So we're going to make the new spell. Do I need to declare this? I don't. Okay, so I can do game object dot add components, and I should just be able to do L3 Thunder. Nice. Yo, what's up, TJ? Hey, Don. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing a little bit of coding at the moment. Okay, and we're gonna put this on, I don't know, literally any key, it doesn't really matter. Put on E, I guess. We're kind of, so I'm working on a bit of a 2D platformer. And thank you very much for the follow. Very, very early stages at the moment. So, not a lot to show, but we have a handful of spells. Like, we're kind of like working through some stuff here. And these are all just like abilities that the character can perform. So we're gonna try and have this set up in just a second. Which actually, I think it is good to go. So we can hopefully give this a look. We have some really bare bones assets, but you know, that is what it is. And I'm gonna see if I can spawn. Okay, that did not work. Is my console whining at me? It is not. Oh, I have to hold the button? Oh, wait. Did I not save the class? I didn't. Okay, that would probably help. 2 seconds. Alright, we have saved the class. And thank you very much. Alright. Okay, we can spawn the cloud. It immediately freezes my player, so that's great. Forgot to allow my player to move again, but we can do that at least. That looks alright. I'm gonna quickly fix that so that it doesn't just freeze us permanently. So I probably need to set, what do we do in here while we restore the player state? We just set channeling false and play. Okay, player can move is probably the one that we need. So let's comment this out for a second and just say that we're allowed to move. No, I don't use any AI, TGR. I think eventually I'll do some enemy AI, but it won't be any like anything crazy. It'll be like pretty basic video game enemy AI. Okay, there we go. We can run around now. Alright, so at the moment we can just spawn the clouds. Which, you know, they look okay. I think, man, maybe 3 seconds is gonna be too much. No, I don't use... I'm currently not using any AI to help me do code. I prefer to just kind of go through and learn myself at the moment. Especially if I'm like working on my own personal stuff, I'd much rather like go out of my way to like learn what I'm doing. For work, it's definitely more of a consideration if it just like helps speed stuff up. But that's more of just like a productivity thing. I think if I'm interested in more learning and whatnot, then I'd rather not use AI. But I mean, definitely AI can help you learn as well. It's just not my preference personally at the moment, at least. Who knows, in like a year or two from now, maybe I'll have completely changed my mind on that. But for the moment right now, yeah, I don't really use it that much. Okay, so we're going to, I'm going to set up a counter. We're going to make sure that we're channeling. And the next step is we just want to try and channel or we want to try and move the cloud around, basically. So if we're channeling, increment the counter, and then basically as long as the counter, I guess we don't have to do anything with the counter at the moment, actually. But I do want to delete the object if we let go of the button. So that's probably the first thing we try to do. So as long as we're channeling, we want to check that we're holding the button and that we're still on the ground. So we'll do that as well. Yeah, I mean, I say I don't use AI, but I do absolutely copy-paste the shit out of my own code. So I'm kind of just using an existing spell for a lot of this stuff. If we're not channeling, don't do anything. Yeah, of course. If we're no longer on the ground, or if we're no longer holding the spell key, then we need to check, is the count... I mean, technically what I'm supposed to do is check if the count has reached whatever the equivalent of 3 seconds is. So to be count is greater than... we run... How many times does fixed update run a second? It's 50. It's 50 times. Which means it'd be, as long as count is greater than 150, then if 3 seconds has passed, and we do stuff, and then otherwise, we delete the object. And then deleting the object is just this. Player's not ready, restore the state, and delete, in case, instead of Thorn this time, we want to put in the Thundercloud. Delete Thundercloud, and we want to use Thundercloud instead. Okay, and that's going to delete our existing one. I'm going to make our state go back so we can move again. Now, I don't need to have this here. We can set our channeling states. I'm going to get rid of this else if for the moment. And hopefully, if we run this, I should be able to spawn the cloud in. Oh, that's the wrong spell. Spawn the cloud in, and if I let go, it deletes it. And I can move again. So as long as I'm holding down the button, I can't move. As soon as I let go of the button, it deletes it. Okay, so that's cool. I think I want it to spawn a bit further on the x-axis. A bit further across. Not by a lot, maybe like twice as far. Do like ×6. And it might just be easier if we use a flat number instead of making it based on the player's width. Yeah, I actually think I might prefer that. Rather than do this, just do like +2. I mean, I'll leave it based on the player's width for now. It's just like, what's more likely to change in the future? The game size, the game world scale, or the character size? I feel like it's probably... It's gonna be more annoying if it's the game world. Okay, I can't even see it now. It's spawning somewhere. What did I do? Oh, I changed the wrong one. So it was spawning like really high. I changed the Y value like a dumbass. Let's do this ×2. Okay. It was like spawning way above us. Alright. Yeah, so it's spawning a little further off to the side now, which I think is a bit better. And then next step will be, we want to be able to move it, which should actually be pretty simple. So we have to make a Thundercloud script now that just checks. It's probably just going to move it by speed. So... Thundercloud script, is that what I want to do? So I can either move the Thundercloud here, or I can have a script that moves it. I think we move it here, because it's kind of more like the wall scripts. I think in the wall script, we also move the walls indicator in this. Yeah, we do, right? Okay, so let's try that then. I'll go back to this. So, we'll still leave out what happens after 3 seconds has passed. I don't really care. So I want to check, am I holding the spell key? And am I grounded? And if that's the case, am I holding the right key? I guess we do right key first, doesn't really matter. It's going to make me do player.right key, isn't it? Player.right key. So if we're holding down the right key, we want to move the objects. So we're going to do thundercloud inst.transform.position is going to +=. I'm going to have to make a vector 3 for it. And it's just going to be 0 and it's like 0.1. Set that as a float. And let's do the opposite if we're holding left. If we're holding left key, then make it be -0.1. And then hopefully we can move this cloud left and right. Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty close. Not exactly what I was looking for. Obviously, your X value comes before your Y value. You know, don't be dumb like me. Let's try that again. Okay, lovely. I think the speed is fine as well. I think I'd probably want to like add some acceleration to it maybe. But that's kind of what we're looking at, or what we're looking for. And then the next thing to do is we want to make the lightning bolt actually appear out of it. And I think another thing I'd want to do is like when I let go of the button, the cloud like delays a bit before disappearing and like fades out. Would be instead of just like disappearing, right? Like if I charge this up and then I let go of the button, it just vanishes. I think I kind of would want it to just fade, like stop emitting particles basically. Which would be setting the emission to 0, which actually doesn't sound that difficult. I'm trying to think for the Thorn spell. Oh, wrong one. For this spell, I kind of want to do a thing with the... I mean, I kind of don't have to do... I can add some delay. I can add some velocity delay to the lightning portion so that it lines up a bit better with the spiral. I could do that right now. I kind of want to. Okay, it'll take like 2 seconds. Okay, so for the Thorn, if I hop in here, so we kind of want the speed of these particles to match this and then ramp up. So we're going to go into, let's stop this. I don't know why my particle thing's up here now. So where are we? I want to go into velocity over lifetime. No. Where? Bolt emission. Rate over time. It kind of has to be velocity. But I don't want it to be velocity of... I want it to be like initial velocity. Limit velocity of a lifetime velocity. Controls velocity over each, but like that's not what I want. I kind of have to do the same thing, 2 separate. Because where's the start speed? I want this to... Oh, I can make this a curve as well. Yeah, I have to do the same thing as before though. So it'd be like what did I call it in the thundercloud? Cloud start. So I'll do the same thing here. I'll set up bolt start and then bolt. So how long does it take? First things first, I want to check how long it takes the spiral to go from none to full. So it takes about 3 seconds approximately. So we can do the same thing here where we have the bolt start have a doesn't loop and has a duration of 3, and then we can increase the start speed over the lifetime, so it wants to eventually get to 30. So 30 is the max. Do I want it to go like this? Sure, I can try this kind of curve. Well, that's not what I was expecting at all. Oh, it's because I went into negatives. That'd be why. All right, let's try not going into negatives. Can I set this to 0? Hello? 0, please. Why? Do I really have to find the exact pixel for this? Okay, hold on. Let me just make it bigger. There we go. A bit easier. Okay, try this. Okay, that's really weird. I think I don't want it to go from 0 then. Maybe start at like 5. Let's go from like here. Thing is, they're all like really clumped at the start. Because I think I need to combine this with an emission over time as well. So like if I go to emission, I also want this to be on a curve, and I want this curve to, oh my god, I can even match it. Oh, that's cool that they overlap. It's kind of hard to tell how effective that emission portion of this is. I think it'd be a bit better. Maybe I start with a bit more still. This, and then I'll bump this up as well. We're both 0.3. Nah, it kind of has to be. Kind of has to go from lower. Because it looks a bit weird how it just like randomly stops. Okay, and then if I did this, and then I go to bolt, the regular one, this one loops. We want to give it a start delay of 3 seconds. So restart. And at 3 seconds, it's going to kick off. Okay, and then if I do the whole thing in conjunction, that looks alright. I mean, I actually think that looks fine. Okay, I like that. Maybe I just want the bolt to go a bit faster to start. Because it's like playing catch up at the moment. Yeah, okay. I will actually increase the we'll increase these rates a bit. You're like 0.25. How does that look? Restart. God, Metroid Prime is such a good soundtrack, it's insane. Okay, what I'm realizing is I don't want it to... I want it to actually go like this. Where's the grabby mabob? Where's the grabby mabob for the green one? Hello? There it is. I want these two to basically follow the same. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, okay. Try that. I think that's gonna look better. Yeah, that looks way better, actually. It looks way smoother for the bolt part. I can probably mellow out the curve a little bit. So just, like, drop it. I mean, do I just want it to be linear? Maybe I just want it to be linear. I think it's fine for it to be a little bit curved still. I want to delete that. Okay, try that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think I've messed around with this enough now. I'm literally just going to be doing particle effects for the whole stream if I keep going. I kind of want it to be a head. Is that good, or do I like it? Alright, you know what? I'm moving on. This is not the focus of the stream. I could bloody polish that spell for forever and I'll never be happy with it. Let me move all this stuff up. The player as well. Okay, what did I want to do? Let's put the player at the bottom. We're working on the thundercloud. That's what I'm doing. Now, okay, we made it so that we can move the thundercloud left and right. The next thing I need to do is create a giant-ass lightning bolt. That's kind of my goal now. I want to zigzag super fast. Like, basically, every frame it should, like, move an extra bit. And it gets smaller as it comes down. So it's going to, like, start out with a size. And in fact, we might need to make the thundercloud itself bigger, I think. I think I want to scale this thing up. Because I don't think it's big enough. Which is pretty easy to do. You can just do the scale in Unity. I mean, the alternative is you just adjust the entire, Oh, does that not work? No, it should work, right? Yeah, okay. It's gonna look a little worse. But that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go with, like... How much did I scale it, actually, just then? Also, did I scale everything? I did, okay, hold on. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing now. I want to undo it. Okay. I'm going to come back in here. I'm only going to scale up this. So I'm going to make it maybe twice as big as two. Oh, I'll try twice as big. We'll just see how it looks. Does that even look bigger? Oh, you know what? I bet it instantiates it with ×1 scale. Yeah, I bet it does. Okay, so I mean, I could manually go through and enlarge all these. I'm not going to bother right now. That's definitely too much effort for the moment. You basically have to tweak all the particle systems. I mean, alternatively, I could just adjust the scale in the Unity code, in the scripting, but I won't do that right now. Okay, so we're going to, if I press left, move it left. If I press right, move it right. That's easy. Now, if we've finished channeling it and we let go, we want to do some stuff, and I just wrote a bunch of cues. So I'm gonna say we're no longer channeling. The play, I put cues up here as well. The play's let him move. I want to destroy the thundercloud instance. I'm actually not gonna do this for now. I'll let it keep playing. But what I do want to do is create a ThunderBolt, and that's gonna be our projectile. Now, what is the ThunderBolt going to be? It's going to be similar to... basically similar to what these things are. In fact, actually, no. It's going to be closer to the chain. It's going to be like this object. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to do just while I'm here. Just while I'm still doing stuff. Where is, Alright, I have to, like, move it around, don't I? Yeah, okay. Undid all that. Okay, I want to render these particles over the top of the sprite that it's following, which is pretty easy. So let me do that really fast. Renderer, we're just gonna make the render order 1. Okay, So now you don't see the sprite. I mean, you kind of see the edge of it, but like whatever. And then you can move it around. Oh, you actually have to move the particle system. Okay, but it'll be like that, and it'll be over the top of this thing now instead of underneath it. In fact, it really doesn't need to have this sprite renderer on it to be. I kind of don't know why I do have a sprite renderer on it, but I guess I'll leave it there. It looks a bit ugly, but sure. Okay, we're gonna make the exact same thing for the lightning bolt. It's just gonna be bigger, because this thing isn't very big. So let's do that then. I'll make a copy of this, and I'm gonna call it ThunderBolt, I guess. I think I spelled that with a U. I did. Good on me. Okay, so we're gonna have Thunderbolts, and Thunderbolts is this. Now I need to make the object itself bigger. Now I thought that this didn't work based off the thundercloud, but how else would it work? So this is using this knob sprite. Open the sprite editor. And that's just the size of the sprite. Okay, well, I mean, I can just adjust the scale from the code, I guess. But I want this to be bigger. I want it to be like... I want to start at like 3. It might not even be big enough, actually. Like 4. You know what I should do? I should try actually dragging this into a scene to see how big it is. It could be even bigger than that, honestly. Where's the thundercloud? Can I get this to play here? Okay. So we take a look at this, and then I'm going to grab this. And so this is going to be the initial width of the thunderbolt. So I might want it to be, I mean, that's probably good enough as an initial width. I want it to zip down at an angle, and then at some point veer off into a different angle. It's probably just going to like bounce back and forth between like 15 degrees or something. And it'll just zip, zip. You know what? It would be even better actually to just pick a random angle. And then once it's traveled enough of an X direction, it'll bounce back in the other direction, get a bit smaller, and then zip, zip, and then just do that a bunch. In fact, I might calculate all of these positions first, and then determine how much I have to scale it down each time. That sounds like a bit of work, but hey, you know what? It'll look good, I think. And that counts for a decent amount. So I want this to be behind the cloud in layers, but I'm not going to worry about that for the moment. I think maybe 5 would be what I actually want it to sit at. Let me just delete this. Oh, please play this animation. And stop. Oh, wait, no. I want to pause it. Whoops. I just want to be able to see the size of it in the game scene. And I want to swap this to be like 5. Yeah. I think that's the starting size of the lightning bolt. And it'll zigzag. Yeah, okay. It's all right. I've kind of got an idea of how I want to set this up. So I have this Thunderbolt. It's going to have a script attached to it. And I don't want it to be chain. I want to make a new Thunderbolt script. Give me just a second. Okay. Where are we? I've kind of lost myself. Visual Studio. Here we are. Okay. We're going to base it off the chain one. Because I'm going to review what I've done in chain. I'm going to call this Thunderbolt. I'm going to update this to be Thunderbolt. Now, we have a whole bunch of crap in here, and I don't need most of it. I'm not gonna worry about most of this. So definitely won't do any of this crap. Right now, I just, I won't put anything in this enemy portion. If it collides with the terrain, I want to destroy it, that's fine. I think that's fine. Maybe not, actually. I'll see. In fact, I'll leave it. Detach particles. Oh, this is what I want to do. Oh, this... Okay. I got it. Chain path. I think I don't need this function. That's for the chain lightning. Chain delay, I don't care about either. Detach particles. Oh, I actually made a function that does it. Made that transform.parent equals null, and then set the rate of time to 0, and then destroy it after it's... Huh. Okay, I just wrote a function that like actually does this properly. Or I copied it off the internet, either way. Okay, how much am I gonna get done tonight? I can do a decent amount of this tomorrow. How much do I want to commit to doing this tonight? Let's see if I can just get the lightning bolt to go straight down first, huh? Let's try that. I'll just try and spawn it and get it to go straight downwards. And if I can do that, I say that's good enough. So I don't have to do most of this stuff. I can ignore all of this. This I still want. All of this is fine. However, I want it to be init position plus, let's just use speed as the value. Now, how is this gonna work? We're gonna make it just go straight down. So we'll make it in our start. I need to add ceiling to this. Walk around ceiling enemy emits equals get component children particle system. That's fine. I don't care about period. Do I care about these? Well, I just got rid of the period part, so I'm kind of surprised this is still working. Oh, because it pulls it from up here. Don't care about them. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. I am going to set the speed value, though. And I'll set it up here as well. So don't need any of these lists. Don't need amplitude, periods, new position I don't need. Don't need target position. Actually, wait, maybe I do want new position then. New position is just going. I want this, I want this, I want this. I don't need that. Get rid of this. And I do want a private vector 2 that is speed. Okay, speed is going to be equal to new vector 2. Actually, let's just make it an int, should we? Yeah, actually, stop it. Let's just make it an int, whatever. I'm gonna make speed equal to 5. I want the lightning bolt to travel really fast. Actually, no, 5 is gonna be too much. I'll make it like 3. 3, I think, is the same speed as the thorn. I mean, I do want it to go really quick. Although, I guess, actually, like, what I'm gonna do in... It's actually not gonna use a speed thing. It's gonna just raycast and then travel. And then that's that. I don't even need a speed then. I just use the direction. Oh, it's actually like way easier then. So what I do is I circle cast, and instead of having a distance on it, instead of having a distance on it here, I just have it be infinite. What is the infinite thing again? What vector 2 dot infinity? There's an infinity thing. Where is it? It's in the player script. Just can't remember what it was called. Where do we do our casting in here? Isn't this the casting? Math f dot infinity, that's what I want. Okay, math f dot infinity. So just keep shooting until you hit. And if you don't hit, then... Actually, I don't want to keep shooting until I hit. There is going to be a distance. Okay, for now it's not going to matter because I'm going to hit. But eventually there actually will be a distance on it, and it'll be based on the angle that we randomly select. So this is actually like not going to work right now. The thing is, if you select the angle of, let's say 0 degree, well, and it's not actually 0 degrees if I use paint here. So this is the direction. Actually, it's not even going to be able to go that far. Let's say like this is the direction. This is the angle that the bolt can travel in. It's like this. If we select exactly 270 degrees, then this would theoretically, it would just go directly down, which I actually wouldn't want then. So I'd actually want it to be something more like this. And have it that these are the eligible angles. So it kind of has to like jump off to the side a bit, but there's 2 sets it can pick from. So I guess what you would do is you'd figure out what the range is between this and this, and then you just either multiply it by positive or negative 1 at random. And then that'll either get you this side or it'll get you this side. But then you zip this way until it either hits enough of an X distance that it's gone far enough for you to be happy. Like say I wanted to reach this point, or it hits the floor. If it hits the floor, then obviously I'll just collide with the floor. Now, for my purposes, I guess I'll just use Math Infinity here. Like, that's fine. But next stream, we'll actually... I'm going to just, like, properly write this code next stream, I think. We'll get it all set up. I definitely don't need any of this. I am going to set speed to 3. Actually, I'm not going to use a speed. Yeah, I won't need to. It'll move 1 jump per frame is the idea. I think it'll be cool to like make the angles really wide actually, because then it'll jump a shit ton. I'll do that to like make sure that my code's like actually working properly later on. Like this is probably like the angles that I'm gonna want to test against, that I'm wanting to implement in at the end. I think for testing purposes, we go with like way more extreme angles. And we should see it like jump all the way down to the ground. So I don't need any of this. I don't even need this stuff, honestly. Okay. Now, what are we doing? Circle cast, origin, radius. Direction. Why is it giving me this version of it when I'm definitely not using this one? Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use a vector 3, which is new vector 2. And it's going to be 0 on the x-axis, -1 on the y. So this should fire it straight down until it hits the floor. And then all we're going to do is we're going to set our position to be this, basically. How do I want to do that? Hit dot distance. Oh, it'll just be, yeah, literally that. It knows what I want to do already. I don't have to normalize this either, obviously. Normalize a unit vector. Yeah, that's really good. And then else, just cry. Else it broke. If hit, do this. If it didn't hit, well, it'll just sit there, I guess. Okay. And this should make it zip down to the ground in 1 frame, basically. Get rid of this. So I think this should work. We need to attach this script to the game object itself. So we'll do that next. So here's the Thunderbolt. Does it still have it still has the chain script, so I want to remove this. I want to add a different script to it. Scripts. And Thunderbolt's the one we're using. Okay, and then finally, the last thing we need to do is go back into the Thunder script. When we let go, channeling is equal to false, player can move, and the last thing we need to do is we need to instantiate a lightning bolt at the bottom of its hitbox. So we need to instantiate. How do we do this in wall? That's the one I want to look at, actually. I have indicator resource, and I also have wall. I should use this res convention a bit more. Although I guess I'm using inst instead. Okay, but yeah, so we also have a wall, which we also load in. So we're going to do the same thing here. So private game object Thunderbolt. And we're going to load that. Thunderbolt is equal to more Metroid music. Badass. This is going to be equal to wherever that is. I think it's in particles. It's going to be particles Thunderbolt. Let me double check. No, it's not in particles. It's in projectiles. Okay. So the thundercloud should be in particles instead then. I'll do that. Alright, and then we'll just swap these around. So this is gonna go here and this is gonna go up here. Because the thunderbolt is the actual projectile, the thundercloud's the particle system. Okay, and with all this, we're going to instantiate a thunderbolt. So we're going to go thunderbolt dot, no, it's not that, it's instantiate. What's the syntax of this? Do I need a, no, I don't have to do any of that. Okay, so we're going to instantiate a thunderbolt. And we're going to give it its spawn position, which is a new vector 3. Okay, new vector 3, and it's going to have a... do this. The X position is going to be the position of the thundercloud inst. Dot transform dot X. Why are we complaining? It's not like X. I can do transform.transform? What? Oh, dot position. Position.x. Okay, try that again. Thundercloud inst.transform.position.y. And I want it to be a little lower. So I'm going to say it's minus its hitbox. Dot transform dot hitbox. What am I using for this? Oh, I'm like getting the component, the collider. That's a bit annoying. Dot height. And what does it have on it? Look at these. Maybe dot position dot, and I can use something. No, not really. I mean, I can get these. Oh, it doesn't have a hitbox attached, though. I don't think it shouldn't. It's weird that I can't. It's annoying that I can't. I mean, I guess I could get the particle. Get the particle system and get the height of that. Okay, you know what? For now, we just won't worry about it. It's fine. And then do I need to use the Z? No, I don't. Okay, I just need to give it a quaternion identity. Quaternion dot identity. Okay, and then we're happy, right? Let me do this. I'll just reformat this a little bit. Like that. Sure. Okay. So we're gonna make ThunderBolt at the position, which is the position of the thundercloud, and that should be it. It's gonna instantiate the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt's immediately going to shoot downwards and then destroy itself. All in one frame is what it should do if we've set this up properly. Now, I fully expect this to not work, but you know, I could have gotten it right. Okay, I forgot about that. Let me delete this thundercloud. Yeah, I fully expect this to not function, but we'll see. So when okay, so after it's done channeling, which it is. Okay, it almost worked. It just didn't move. Okay, it's not moving. It's really close though. So why is it not moving? So what's happening is this hit isn't firing. Or this is the wrong value. I think the hit's not firing. 0, -1. That's right, yeah. I think that's definitely correct. That's just shoot downwards to infinity. It shouldn't have bullet mask. Why is this called bullet mask? Okay, anyway. Should hit the ground. Should hit the ground. Though it is destroying itself, right? That's interesting. I think the issue is actually, it is moving, but it doesn't give itself a chance to do the movement. Like, I bet if I commented this out, it would move. I think. Let me double check this. My theory is that it does move, but it detaches the particles before it does so. Wrong one. Okay, absolutely does. So proven right there. Interesting that the particles are like so small. Definitely shouldn't be the case that the particles are this tiny. And that's not what it was looking like before as well. I wonder why they're so small. Weird. Okay, actually something to note. Weird that you can clearly see it's like moving. It doesn't go down in one frame if I go up high. Oh, it does. The particles emit over the course of the frame though. Which is very interesting. Why are my particles heckin' tiny? Like, what is going on here? Go back to the scene. Why is this particle system so small? It's got a scale of 0.1. The Thunderbolt scale is 555. But the particle system scale is heckin' so tiny. Alright, let me exit out of this. Let's set the parent of the game object particle system while activating or deactivating the parent game object. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Particle system. Oh, it just is really tiny. Hold on. When did that change? Okay, I don't know why that changed, but it should be 111. Okay, now if I do it, it should work. Okay, that's what we want. And then right now it's going to sit here because, yeah, I have to update how this works. I need to give it a frame after colliding. Like, it needs to wait 1 frame. This is on collision enter. I can probably kick off a subroutine. Might be the way to do it. That just waits like 0.01 seconds or something. I guess I'll make it wait like one fixed update. So how do I do this? It's just start coroutine, right? Start coroutine. And then we're gonna say expire, I guess. Delay expiry. Then I'll have this be a private IEnumerable, which is called, what did I call it? Delay expiry. Keep forgetting the brackets though. Okay, and then what it's going to do is yield return new wait for seconds. Oh, I can do these as well. Huh. Yeah, let's wait for another fixed update then. That's way better than me manually waiting for 0.02. I should use this more. I should be using this in the jump. Or, sorry, not in the jump, in the spell script where I'm delaying. This should do not a yield wait for seconds, it should do a yield wait for fixed update frames. Ah, whatever. I'll leave it for now. That's absolutely my motto while coding. I'll leave it for now. Okay, and then afterwards it's gonna run this logic. Oh, I'm gonna have to pass through the collider. That's annoying. Yeah, whatever. Can I convert IEnumeral to string? Which IEnumeral are we unhappy with? Huh? My dumb as bricks. How does this crap work again? Protected IEnumerator delay. Oh, it's an IEnumerator, not an IEnumerable. Whoops. I was close. Okay. I almost had it. Let me copy this comment. Okay, and then I'll note here, we have to run a coroutine because we need to wait a frame to let the ThunderBolts actually travel to the position before expiring. I'm hoping this works. Fingers crossed. This will be my last thing I do tonight, assuming it works, and tomorrow we'll get it to actually do a proper zigzag. That I'm pretty keen to get working. So I charge this up, and then boom. Oh, and I need to make it destroy itself. Yeah, let me uncomment this. Okay. Unity is complaining about something to do with the detach function, but I can fix that next time as well. Boom. Why is it so big? Why is it so big? I don't know what's going on here. So all I've done is made it so that the particles detach and it destroys the game object. Why does Maybe it's this that isn't working. What if I just destroy the game object then? Let's try this. Might be that my detach function's not working properly. Destroys before it even goes down. Again, it's not doing it. What if I wait like multiple? I thought this would work. Wait for... Let's just wait for seconds. 1. Let me see if this works. It's like very hacky if it does work, but I can figure this out tomorrow. It's tomorrow's problem. Or whenever I'm working on this next. Okay, there you go. That works. Don't know why I have to wait longer than... Apparently waiting for one fixed update's not enough. Oh, Unity's complaining because it can't destroy the cloud. That's what it's trying to do. I also need to make it that it's less curved. It should be like a flat line, I think. I'll have to figure out what's going on there and see if I can fix it. But that'll be to do with the particle system. Anyway, cool. I think I'm happy with that for today. All right. So decent amount of progress made with the Thundercloud spell. We're gonna make it zigzag. I mean, big things gonna be working on making it zigzag. Make it actually collide with enemies. And if it hits an enemy, do some absurd amount of damage to it. That's the basic idea. And we'll fix up some of these issues we're having with the... it's currently like not despawning the thundercloud, so I'll figure out why that's not happening. Cannot set the pair to the game object. Yeah, we'll figure that out. And then lastly, I guess I'll get this particle trail to look a little nicer as well. And then assuming all that, I mean, most of it will be getting this like satisfying zigzag where it gets smaller with every zag. That's going to be the big one, I think. We'll get that to look good. Yeah, that's the main one I want to... I've kind of got like an idea in my head of how I can make that look pretty good. So we'll try that out. Okay. I think with that, I am calling it here for tonight. So thanks everyone who stopped by for tuning in. Cheers, TJR. Hope you have a good one. And I will catch you all next stream. Have a good one.